How's it going, guys? It's Isaac here, bringing you PMC Week 1 Team Builder. This week we're going up against the Mastodon Gastrodons, coached by Mastodon. Now, I have played him once, and I won it was the WPF. I beat him. I think I had like a really good team in that league, and I mean, he had a good team, but I don't really remember it that much. I think just Mega Sceptile went to work. Maybe that was the one. Anyway, he still did bad though. I mean, he made finals last season, and you know, he's got a really good team, and I'm pretty scared. It is week 1 though, so if we lose, it's not a big deal. We can bounce back. We've done that in the past. I mean, you look at last season, we started 1-3, and then we came back decently to at least make the playoffs and get to the semis, and then lose to Rogue. But it doesn't matter, right? So here we are. I think I like this draft. All right, I'm pretty sure we're going to make the playoffs of this draft. It looks really cool, and I'm confident about this battle. That doesn't mean I think I'm going to 100% destroy him, but I'm confident. I'm confident about the team that I'm bringing, not exactly the matchup. Because if you look at his team, Sticky Webs plus Mega Metacham just absolutely destroyed. All he has to bring is Ice Punch, and he destroys everything. It's not even fair. So yeah, that's a problem. And so yeah, obviously Mega Metacham is his Mega, and it's very strong. It gets Fake Out and Bullet Punch. Although I don't think he's gonna bring both of that. I think he's just gonna bring Dual Stab because he needs both because Golbat's a thing. Unless he just relies on Ice Punch, which he probably won't. But Dual Stab and then Ice Punch and either Fake Out or Bullet Punch. That's probably the set there. Probably Fake Out. But he's also got the Gothitail to trap things, which is pretty annoying. He has 3 Psychic types, so that's interesting and whatnot. But yeah, there's Gothitail, pretty cool mon. It can trap things. Can't trap my Dusclops though because it's a ghost type. Shadow Tag, just like a rain trap doesn't trap anything that's in the air or has levitate, or like yeah, basically if it has air balloon, levitate, or it's a flying typing, or it has a flying typing, or I guess Shed Shell would count too. Then it can switch. But with Gothitail, it's just any ghost type or anything with Shed Shell can switch out of it. But everything else, it's gonna be able to Calm Mind up on, and it can do shit. So it's annoying. Again, Galvantula, Sticky Webs hit my team pretty damn hard. Honestly, it really affects Jirachi, Tapu Koko, Mega Sceptile, Salazzle, Lycanroc, and I guess Scrafty maybe if I'm trying to DNS up. But I mean, like I said, my team's pretty damn fast. So, Sticky Webs is really nice against my team. Next up, he's got Gudra, which is a dragon type. Very specially bulky. Gudra's honestly a god. Gudra's so cool. It's kind of like Blissey, but it's not as passive. It's not nearly as passive. It can run like, I've run Choice Scarf Gudra like twice. I don't know if it's worked out, but I've run it. And it gets Sap Sipper, so that's annoying for, like I said, if he runs like a physical set. He could bring it, I'm not sure. It's a possibility. He's also got Moltres, which is actually a pretty big problem. It's a Z move user. We only get 1 this season, and Moltres is his Z move user. He could run like a Z Sunny Day to get his speed up, and then he can Solar Beam for my Blastoise, and then Fire Blast like the rest of my team. So that's a problem. That's definitely an issue. But let's hope he doesn't bring that, because that would be bad. Let's hope he just relies on Sticky Webs and not the Z Sunny Day. Actually, let's hope he just doesn't bring it. That would be good. But yeah, he's also got the Moltres. No, he's got the Hoopa. Hoopa's pretty strong. I predicted to come for the spin block from Blastoise. Because he has 3 Psychic types. Golbat is not as good as Blastoise in this matchup. Just saying that. And Hoopa's also very strong. He's got Nihilego, which could Hazard Stack, and I don't know. It's kind of strong. Can get Shadow Ball for Jirachi, but other than that, it's kind of just there. No biggie. We have a few things that can take hits from it. Tapu Bulu, same kind of deal. Is very strong, but if we have the right mons preserved, then I mean we're gonna be able to switch to Wood Hammers. It's not a big deal. He's also got the Empoleon, which is a water steel type. They can get up rocks. It can also defog. And his only hazard removal is Empoleon and Sand Slash. So that's interesting to note. I don't think it matters though, because I don't think we're bringing hazards, but even though we should be, but whatever. He's also got Sand Slash, which I said, Rapid Span, and then he's got Y Noon, which is just a god. I hope he doesn't bring that thing, because that might be a problem. But no, I mean, it's Linoon. Who knows? It might come, but I doubt it. I think he's probably just gonna bring Mega Medicham, Gothitelle, Galvantula, probably Empoleon for the defog, Hoopa, Moltres, and then either Guja, Nihilego, or Tapu Bulu. I mean, if I had to pick, I'd probably just say Tapu Bulu because it's a strong mon, but who knows? I mean, yeah, so let's get right into the team here. We're starting with the M, which is Dusclops, our physically defensive Dusclops, because if you look at my team, this is the only thing to take a hit from Mega Medicham. We can take an Adamant Zen Headbutt relatively well. We can take 2 of them if we're at full health, and as long as, if he goes for a second one, as long as he doesn't flinch us, we can, knock on wood. Um, okay. We could go for like a Will-O-Wisp and then follow up with a Shadow Sneak or something like that. If we had a Will-O-Wisp on the Mega Medicham, that thing's crippled. So if it runs like a special set, I don't care. I really don't. Which I have in the past run especially like a Calm Mind Mega Medicham. It's not very good. Just, just run an offensive one. It destroys things. A physically offensive one, at least. So yeah, Dusclops with the Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, Shadow Sneak, Memento. Ghost type is really good against his team, if you look at it. He doesn't have a Dark type. I wish I had like a Mismagius, because that'll be so much better um, than a Dusclops, because, Shadow Sneak. But the only thing to take a hit from a Ghost type would be a Linoon. Because like a Nasty Plot Mismagius is so good against his team, honestly. Oh well. Mismagius didn't really fit the mold. I kind of wanted something more bulky, and that's what Dusclops is here for. Obviously, I mean, it can switch out against Gothitelle if I really want to. Um, I might not want to. Shadow Sneak can destroy the Hoopa. We should be able to take hits from Nihilego even though we're not Fizz Def, because Dusclops is just really bulky. And then we should be able to take hits from Empoleon, from Sand Slash, even though it might knock off from Galvantula probably. But yeah, this thing's really just there for the Mega Medicham. Straight up. Flapjack, our Blastoise is here. Running a especially defensive set with AV. We can EQ the Empoleon, because otherwise we can't really hit the Empoleon unless you want to run Orisphere, but Orisphere doesn't hit really anything else on his team other than Linoon. And that's fine. Yeah, surprisingly his team doesn't really have a fighting weakness at all. Usually people are weak to fighting. Oh well. He's got EQ also hits Nihilego. Like Scald won't be able to OHKO it, whereas EQ will. And but yeah, it's mainly there for the Empoleon. I'm pretty sure EQ does more than Orisphere to Empoleon, because Empoleon is more specially bulky, depending on the EVs he runs. But that's fine. This thing's here for the spin. We can take a hit from pretty much everything, and we have Dark Pulse there to counter the Gothitelle, I guess. But mainly the Hoopa, because he's probably going to want to switch that thing in to Spin Block if he gets the webs up or rocks or something. And then I can just Dark Pulse. Like, I can take any one hit from Hoopa. It's not a big deal. It's not a Z-move user. So I can just, with the AV, I can take a hit just fine from that thing. Next up is, and now this set will make more sense when we discover the next mon. But we have a max special attack, a modest Porygon 2. Applesauce. I kind of want to make him shiny, but that's okay. That's okay. So yeah, we got Ice Beam, Shadow Ball, Thunderbolt, and Recover. This coverage really smacks his team. It really does. No stab, because we don't really need it. Alright, Ice Beam hits Gudra, it hits Sand Slash, it hits Tapu Bulu. Thunderbolt hits Moltres, it hits... well, that's it. But I really wanted the Thunderbolt from Moltres, I really did. And then we have Shadow Ball for, of course, Hoopa, Gothitelle, and Mega Medicham, which is going to be really nice. So yeah, other than like Nihilego, that's the only thing that can really switch, or really take a lot of hits from this thing. I have recovered because this thing's still bulky with the amount of HP it has, so I should be able to take a few hits and from certain things and just recover off. So it shouldn't be a big deal, and, yeah, this set at +2 speed, again, it's going to make more sense later. At +2 speed, I believe it can outspeed a Nihilego. something like that. Should be cool. Wait, no, it can outspeed a Mega Man champ. We don't need to outspeed Nihilego, but oh well. And yeah, I'm looking to trace the Beast Boost from Nihilego if he does bring it, so that if we get a kill on that thing or anything, if he wants to switch something in, we can get a special attack boost. That would be absolutely awesome. Absolutely awesome. And yeah, we could also trace Gooey maybe from Gudra. That could be nice. We could also trace the Shadow Tag from Gothitail. So if it's not like a rest kind of thing, it's not a rest, calm mind, sleep talk kind of thing, then I can at least trap it and then keep shadow balling and recovering, and that'll be cool. But either way, because Gothitail is a pretty big problem. Either way, next up we have Gliscor, Yache Berry, EQ, Poison Jab, Agility, and Baton Pass. I was actually gonna run a Choice Scarf Gliscor before I looked at this set. I was talking to my boy Tank, who was in a Showdown League with me a while ago. And EQ, Poison Jab, Agility, it just looks like a good set because we can, if Gothitail comes in on us, we have the Yache Berry. We can take any hidden power ice from anything on his team with the HP we have, and we should be able to take an Ice Punch from the Mega Medicham because he's definitely gonna run that. There's no way he doesn't, in my opinion. And then Poison Jab is nice for Tapu Bulu. He probably won't see that coming. He probably just stay in and click Wood Hammer. But if we can get the outspeed on him, or if we can predict the switch or whatever, we can Poison Jab, take him out. That'd be cool. And then Agility, Baton Pass. So we can Baton Pass out of Gothitail. So if I have like any kind of damage off on it, oh my gosh, what is up with my? If I have any kind of damage off on it, and I can Baton Pass out, like same with the U-turn and Volt Switch, you can get out of Shadow Tag by by doing the Baton Pass, Volt Switch, or U-turn. So if I go for Agility and then Baton Pass, or if I hit it with a few EQs and then I Baton Pass into the Porygon to trace the Shadow Tag, so he's trapped in now, and I can go for the Shadow Ball, and then hopefully sweep. That'll be cool. I doubt that's gonna happen, but who knows. So yeah, next up is Cryptic, our Garaki. This is a really weird set, and I'm sure it has meaning, but right now I can't wrap my mind around it. Oh yeah, this Spadef allows me to take a Scald from a non from a non-offensive implement. If it doesn't have any special attack, which I doubt it would, then we can sub up on it. We can, proceed to Meteor Mash, proceed to Thunder Punch. Thunder Punch is really nice because it hits Moltres and the Empoleon. Everything else we can just Iron Head or Meteor Mash. And Meteor Mash has a 20%, no, it has a 40% chance, with Surgeon Grace, has a 40% chance to boost our attack. So we don't really need the attack, honestly, as long as we can set up subs and stuff. And that physical bulk is just there. Maybe to take a Bulu hit better, depending on what set it is. Maybe we could sub up on it. Maybe if it's going for Horn Leeches, I don't know. But it probably wouldn't stay in on us, because we could just Meteor Mash, and everything else we can just Iron Head. So this would also be a nice Agility Baton Pass recipient, because after that, I mean, even or without webs, we could actually probably even with webs, we could outspeed a lot of different things. So that would be awesome. And yeah, I mean, if we get to +1, even just a +1, we just Iron Head everything and Thunder Punch everything. That should be a good time. So yeah, sorry my voice is so dry. I don't know really why, but last but not least we have Sceptile. Yeah, of course it is. Mega Sceptile. Enough speed to outspeed. I believe it was just Nihilego. It should be Nihilego. And it doesn't look like it right now because it's regular Sceptile. But once we Mega Evolve, that's gonna be it. Actually, I'll just put it as Mega just to make sure. Yeah, that's Nihilego right there. So yeah, Swords Dance, Declaw, Iron Tail, and Drain Punch. Drain Punch allows me to hit the Empoleon and get some health back. Also, I'll probably be able to take on Nihilego if I get to +2 with the Drain Punch, and if I need the health, I can get it. And then, I'm imagining Gudra might be his switch into this thing, and he'll just go for like an Ice Beam against it. He'll probably be like AV with Ice Beam. So that's why Swords Dance, or maybe Habanberry, but that's why Swords Dance Dragon Claw is so nice, because if I know my opponent isn't gonna stand, like if he has Sand Slash in, I can just set up an SD, and then I outspeed the entire team, barring Scarfers, of course. I can Iron Tail the top of Bulu, I can Drain Punch, Employment, and pretty much everything else I just Dragon Claw. I was contemplating Rock Slide to hit the Moltres, but I think Dragon Claw does enough to where it's not really a problem. We are adamant, so should be able to do a lot of damage, and then we have some HP investment, so adds to our bulk. That could be helpful. So yeah, that's basically the team. Hopefully we win again. I don't know. It should be an interesting battle. Make sure you're checking out my opponent Mastodon. His link is in the description below. So yeah, it should be a fun battle. I want to start off it, and I might be able to live comment too. So because I'm having the battle pretty soon. So anyway, that's that. Yeah, let's just try to have fun. Let's try to sweep with a Porygon too. Let's do that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.